Hello, this is Andy Reistetter at the Northern California Golf Association
I'd like to be in the picture.
with Mr. Robert Trent Jones Jr. here at Poppy Hills. Good to see you again.
Andy, good to see you too.
It's been a while since the Masters.
Oh, you got a good memory.
So tell me about the first day you saw this land before you originally designed this golf course.
Well, the first days were early days because we knew the game was on, and they had several architects who wanted to do this project, and we were competing for the project. It was really the first night. It was the evening before I walked through the forest. I gathered soils and the refuse of the pine straw and put it in my pocket. And in the interview, they asked me, well, how do you know about all these soil types? And I took them out of my hands and put them on the ground. Oh, they said, you actually walked on the site. So we got the project, not because of that, because we were lucky. But then we built the course, which opened in 1986. It was a major piece of work. We worked in Pebble Beach for my own golf association.
This is your home,
a big tribute.
Stanford.
A big tribute.
New Jersey guy, but Stanford's
yeah,
your
but
home.
I moved here a long time ago.
Yeah.
So
it was a big deal.
huge deal. And the original course had very specific meaning. John Zoller was kind of the guide, the mentor, the client, and he wanted a golf course which would have big greens because he expected many players here because it was going to be a public course, and it was very bold and strong mounds and so on. And we had to break the greens into sections because a big green you need a target for the other players. And basically, it was a dramatic golf course in the 80s, kind of following the Pete Dye, Jack Nicklaus themes of that time, not soft and sweet, but hard and to your point. And that's what we did.
And it hosted the Pro-Am for a number of years.
It did. It hosted the NCGA, many tournaments for the Northern California Golf Association, and it was one of the main courses for the then Crosby, later AG&T.
Now,
I played in it too. Took my own medicine.
And it's undergoing a significant redesign. If the sun was out, what would we see out there? And when the golfer tees it up here and plays this course, what will be different relative to the original
It's a
design?
new golf course. It's a brand new golf course. Same bones. When you have good bones,
Keep the bones.
dress the lady up, And basically, the routing is roughly the same except for 10, 11, and 12. That's a shift in the routing. We reversed the 11th hole and changed the 12th hole from a 5 to a 4. Other than that, it's the same corridors within the trees. So we popped the hills of Poppy Hills, and we spread it out so that it fed back into the landscape, widened and reaches into the forest, and it has a natural look. We lengthen the course, but also widen it. And we also conserve water by cutting out 20 to 25% of all the turf, so you have these sandy wastelands you play over off the tee, but they're not in play, so it'll be fine. All that was part of now the strategy is also new. After 25 years, maybe I learned a thing or two. Bruce Charlton, my partner, had a lot to do with that, and also Mike Gorman and the Shapers. It was a real team effort here.
Anything else you want to share about the new Poppy Hills?
Well, I put it in the hands of Maddie and Matt. They're the superintendents, and I've turned my kind of wayward child. Maybe the child was a prodigal child, came back, and now I got to give it away again. And I think this course will take its own place among these. I think Pebble Beach, I hope you agree with me, is the best golf zip code in America.
Oh, yeah.
We have such great golf art here, and here's a new piece of art for everybody to enjoy at a much less fee. So everybody can play it.
Now we're kind of in a new era with golf being back in the Olympics. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's
been
great.
all around the world.
I think it's a wonderful thing. I've been on the Olympic committees in LA in a minor way, and my grandfather ran the first Olympics. I think this is a good thing. We want to invigorate the youth of the world to play our sport, from Mongolia to Monrovia, and I think I'm hopeful that the event will be a successful event in Rio. We competed to help build the course. We chose someone else, but we're totally supportive.
Now let's go back. You mentioned your grandfather, but let's know, everybody knows your father, Robert Trent Jones Sr., born in 1906. Let me ask you that. Last time golf was played in the Olympics was 1904.
True.
Did your father ever mention it,
No.
the concept of Olympic golf?
Yes, in Russia, in the Soviet Union, we were trying to put forward a golf course in the middle 70s. The mayor of Promisov said, well, we're going to have the Olympics here in 1980, maybe this sport should join us. And my dad didn't mention it, but my dad and I both acknowledged that. He stimulated the idea.
And this was like in the 70s?
Yes,
then,
it was. But my grandfather, Howard Lee Davis, ran in the first Olympics in 1896. He was a sprinter. He ran the 240 meters. He was there.
The first modern Olympics.
Yes, he was there. My mother's father. And he had to shovel coal on a great steamship line to get there. He had to be an amateur, and he had to ride his bicycle up to the event and sign in. He said he was a little tired, didn't do well. But in the 2004 Olympics in Athens, I went in the stadium for the 200 and 400 meters, and I watched as America won first, second, and third place at both events. I said, Grandpa, you're here.
How did golf come to your family? Who was the first to pick up a golf club?
Well, my father, he was a caddy for Walter Hagen in Rochester, New York, an immigrant son. And if you were a caddy, and he could play on Mondays, he was a good player. He was ambitious, and he got a scholarship to Cornell and wanted to be a golf marketer. But unfortunately, it was 1930s, and things were pretty quiet for 15 years. He and my mother married. She went to Wells College in upstate New York, and I became a product of that marriage in 1939. But nothing really happened, nothing, until the late 40s.
After World War II.
When he worked with Bobby Jones at Peachtree, the new course in the back nine of Augusta, and the rest is history.
And what is your legacy in golf? When you design a golf course, what do you like people to acknowledge you for?
Have fun, smile, and play again and again and again. I can't judge my own work. I'm too involved with it. And our own team, that's for others. That's for others to decide. I'm very proud of this course here at Poppy Hills. It's my home golf association. It's where I live. We put our passion, our creativity, and we think we've created a piece of golf art that fits its setting, the forest. And if this is the Vatican golf, it's another piece of art.
Well, Mr. Jones, thank you very much for this interview and the time spent. And I can't wait to play this course. I'm so excited. It's going to be exciting.
Let's play together. You've got a strong right hand. Let's see.
All right. Yeah, I'm a right to left golfer.
I think so. Yeah, I think you draw it, right? All right. Well, the holes are set up perfectly for you.